there, and welcome to It Figures and me, Jedidiah Lancelot. Let's do a show. Okay.
Sorries, confessions, the amnesty and apologies. Hey, 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 glimmer and praise.
On these award-winning webisodes, I discuss 3 proverbial phrases and interpret them secretively through a series of interpretations. Let's see what our first proverbial phrase is. If you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. This means don't persist with a task if the pressure of it is too much for you. The implication being that if you cannot cope, you should leave the work to someone who can. I believe this expression to be mean-spirited, seeing as how stoves and ovens and such can be very warm. I like it at a breezy 68 to 72 degrees, which is a common room temperature. If the room temperature exceeds 72 degrees, and often does in a kitchen environment, I begin to get a little queasy and lightheaded, uncomfortable, and proceed to want to take my clothes off. However, as many times it has been told to me, people around me do not want to see me without my clothing, so I cannot do this. So therefore I believe this proverbial phrase to be mean-spirited. Let's see what our next proverbial phrase is. Why does bread always fall butter side down? This is an expression of a pessimistic view of life. Let me just be the first to say, I enjoy 4 slice toasters. 2 slices are neat, but once you cook the toast, sometimes after eating the 2 slices of toast, you wish that you had 2 more slices, and having a 4 slice option provides you with 4 individual slots to place the bread into. That way, if you know ahead of time that there is a good chance that you will likely eat 4 pieces of toast rather than 2, that option is already made for you, and then after your 2 toasts, you can go, oh, right there, I have 2 more. How about that? But as this refers to pessimism, let me just say this. Cheer up, okay? Cheer up with some syrup for your toast. Now let's see what our final proverbial phrase is. You get on my wick. This means you annoy me and you get on my nerves. Personally, I am a really huge candle fan. I am not, however, a type of person that thinks it's a good idea to put a candle in front of a fan, because usually what happens is the fan will blow out the candle. So, anyway, I like wicks, but one thing that I don't like about wicks is that when you light them, sometimes it just burns down and fizzles, and you have this giant ball of wax, but you don't have a wick left, and you just wasted a candle. So sometimes you gotta be very careful with your wick. You gotta make sure sometimes it's a long wick, because if it's too short of a wick, you might as well just not even bother buying the candle. Well, that's this week's episode of It Figures with me, Jedidiah Lancelot. I do hope this was beneficial for you, as well as benevolent and influential and historical and monumental. Or even if it's just mental, which most of the time it is, I hope that you found it to be mentally pleasing to your cerebral cortex. Bye now.
Now take a look and you can see another one of those miracles out here, but if you take a look